morning, everyone. Morris has been patiently waiting, and I'm not going to make him wait anymore. Although I did give him food when we came home last night, had food around midnight, so I know he's not starving, but he'll tell me he is. Right, buddy? Oh, he just rubbed his head up against my arm. That's my sweet boy. I was so glad to get home last night and see that everyone had fared just fine while we were gone. I'm glad we won't be driving in Charlotte rush hour traffic today. I am frustrated, a little worried about my plants needing to get out here and water. There's no relief in sight for rain for us, and so that's a little bit of a bummer. Michelle couldn't make it today. I tried to switch to Wednesday or Friday. It just didn't work out. I am planning on going to Guardian Angel on my own here in a bit. Not on the normal, schedule because I'm not meeting Michelle, but I'll get there. And let's see, what else? Oh, Dawn remembered that we have our own dash cam in Ruby, and I was able to pull a clip of the near miss. I had to run the vacuum cleaner out in the kitchen a few minutes ago. Oh, I didn't know if you were going to be here or not. I'm so glad you felt safe enough to be out for your breakfast. Yeah, there was a spill and I needed to pick it up before it got tracked through the house, and oftentimes that causes her concern, too much concern. I'm sorry you didn't get as much attention yesterday as normal. It's hard to give you attention when I'm not home, but you know what? Nobody else got as much attention as normal either. So it wasn't just you, sweet girl. I'll be in later to video edit with you. The squirrel was out here like, hey lady, where you been with the cat food? Yeah, I can feel the heat. We're going to be near 90 today. I didn't water earlier when I fed the outside kitties, but I'm going to go do that now. It started out where I was only going to do the parking pad. By the way, I know the dappled light is hard to see, but the two trees up here look fine. I will be, that we planted last weekend before, whenever that was. I guess it was going on 2 weeks now. I will send Dawn out to check the mail. I'm straightening the sign. I don't know exactly what I did to get, there we go. I might have hit it with the blower, or the wind might have done that, probably the wind. Anyway, I've blown the driveway. It was just going to be the parking pad. And I can never stop halfway through anything, so I ended up walking the whole way. I don't know if we're going to walk or exercise today. We're going to go to the gym tomorrow. We agreed already. I really want to go to Guardian Angel, and I've still got to water everything. And I do mean pretty much everything. I got about another hour out here, which I don't, it feels really warm. I don't really want to be out here, but I will. This guy's wilted, but he wilts every day. Even if I water him before the sun comes on him, he wilts down for a little while due to the stress of the sun. I noticed almost all that coneflower has mold on the leaves, fungus, whatever you want to call it, powder mold. It'll be fine next year. Things in this yard and the humidity. We either get too much rain or not enough rain, and it stresses the plants, and then add in the shade and the humidity, and we have powder mold. It's just what it is. It's not stopping the gold. It didn't stop my enjoyment of the flowers, and it's not stopping the goldfinch's enjoyment of the seed. And that's really all that matters. So, hi, Stripey. Hey. Yeah, I'm going to set up the sprinkler over here. That'll help me, and I've got 4 quadrants to do. Parking pad, behind the house, side yard, I guess front yard, and then across the street, across the creek. So 5 quadrants. I'm going to put the sprinkler on this quadrant. Yeah, walking up the hill with the 7.5 amp hour battery weight in the blower, it's fun. It's good exercise. Catch my breath here for a minute. Dawn ordered one of those grip testers and grip strengtheners. One of those, metal things you squeeze with your hand. But there's a measure thing, and I measured normal for a 57-year-old woman. I was pleased. And I actually measured stronger on my left hand than on my right hand. Although that might be because I didn't understand that it basically wasn't going to budge at all, and I was still supposed to squeeze it as tight as I could. But I was happy it was normal for my age. And the reason why Don bought one of those is it's supposed to help with blood pressure by maybe 5 points if you do those exercises. It's like there's science out there on it, so we're going to try it. As I walked into the front yard, some goldfinch flew off of the yellow flowers. And some are still on there. I see at least 3 still over there. Let's see if I can get a little closer for you. That's as zoom as this video goes. I am so enjoying seeing that. I just can't even tell you how exciting that is for me. Tree hugger, bird lover, you know. Cat lover, of course. Dogs too. Anyway, that's pretty amazing. Love it. Well, it's around 12:30, so I'm heading to Guardian Angel now. I've got everything watered sufficiently. Got a Model Y following me down Main Street. I did the pogo loop on my account at South Park. I'll probably do Don's account on the way home. Look at that amazing sky. So I'm gonna run my mouth for a minute so you can enjoy it. It's 89 out there though, so we're feeling every bit of summer today. I thought we'd had our last 90-degree day. Probably at the house we have. I don't think we're gonna hit 90 at the house, but it's only 1:10 p.m. so we're liable to hit 90 or 91 here in town if I had to say. So there's a guy at South Park in an old clunker, multiple people in the car, decides to cut through, speeding, and not stop at the stop sign across from me. And I did what Don would have wanted me to do. I just let him run the stop sign in front of me, even though I was there first and clearly had the right of way, and let him mosey on down the road wherever he was in a hurry to go. And I just thought to myself, you know, it's just not worth it with these other people out there, and you got to protect yourself first and foremost and not let your emotions cause you to make poor mistakes. But I also wondered, you know, it's like in this era of my rights, where does one person's rights end and another person's rights stop? Because, you know, I have expectations out on the road that people will do the right thing. Stop at stop signs, not speed more than 15 mile an hour over the speed limit, especially in speed zones that are under 55 mile an hour. Let people merge in situations where it's needed. You know, just common sense, courtesy, safe driving stuff. And, you know, that's just not always happening. I got a lot on my mind about these types of things after yesterday. The one white pickup truck driver guy that was in front of the van that seemed to lead up to the incident we had, he was really mad we were over there on the shoulder, and he would not let us over. And he didn't give us a gesture, but he put up his hand in exasperation, I want to say. And, you know, like he thought we were out there in the shoulder because we wanted to be. Well, no. I'm sure he's seen people in the past, though, go on the shoulder to get around slow traffic. So he probably just lumped us in with that. But I'm like, no, not really. We just need to get back over. I've watched that video a lot of times today. A lot of times, yeah, I'll just leave it there, but I guess it's a good thing I don't have anywhere to put that. This looks like it came straight out of a Chinese restaurant. I like it, but it's not really true because you don't have to explain anything from the thrift store either. There's a couple of Star Wars things here today, but nothing unique or vintage. Frank and Gnome, that's pretty cool. It is lit up. I'll have to turn it back off. For large pots today, but not ones I'm wanting to take home. I like that. Something about the fabric, I guess, and maybe fall, but I sat in it and I went way back too far. It wasn't comfy. It just wasn't comfy. Alabama Colors Izod, and it's too big. Dang it. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. I'm having trouble maneuvering with this big black pillow for Ariel that looks like a pumpkin. I threw in the sweater on top for Johnny, and there's a small bag of Legos in there. I'm pretty sure this is going to glow. And as it turns out, Michelle's going to be here in a few minutes with Connor. Connor wanted to come for something, so I'll have Michelle shine her light on it when she gets here.
Yes, Miss America.
Hello, hello.
You should look at me. I'm not ready to be seen. I went to the beauty parlor, but I didn't really get beautified.
Well, I was out in the yard for an hour, dripping with sweat, watering plants right before I came here, and I have on my yard shoes. So we're even, okay? We're good. I was in a good mood already, but these two are like really up in my afternoon here for sure. No, I didn't, but I need your flashlight. I have a white thing we need to test. Thanks for reminding me. I see green. Go closer.
Yep. There's.
Well, I don't know. Shine inside.
I think it might.
I think it might.
Look at that. And I like the milk glass too. Yeah, I think it will, Marianne. Mine's just not strong enough, remember?
Right. Okay. Michelle and I were leaning over here to this piece of furniture to test our glow. We're testing our glow. Okay, this is like straight out of 1973, I think. That's what I think. We're listening to 70s music now, so that all works. Connor was able to find some white clothes for dressing mannequins, so it was a worthwhile trip. I'm back working on Wednesday while pork chops are cooking, bacon wrapped pork chops in the cast iron skillet in the oven. Not my favorite, but it's what we got tonight. So there's a drawer on each side, and this knob here, if you pull it out, then you can pull the drawers out, but the knob keeps the drawers in place. I can't take it back apart one-handed. But there you can see the drawer going in, and you see that hole sticking out. Both drawers have that. The way it's working up underneath there is the knob is going through that, and it's keeping them from coming. It's keeping them from coming back out. So I didn't think to look from the bottom side. Yeah. On the bottom you can't see, but inside you'll have to take my word for it that the axle, nighttime's trying to help me. The axle, this round black piece here with the crosshairs on it, going through this hole here is going through those blue holes here and holding it in place. So it's basically, it's a secret compartment, and the house also has drawers that open. I'm trying to remember what's the trick to get them open. I thought you just pulled out and they came, but anyway, there's drawers. Probably have to turn something to crank them, but it has hidden drawers also. Sorry, I don't remember the trick, but you'll just have to trust me that they come out. They just come out. They're just tight, and they don't have a knob on them, which makes them very secret and a little harder to pull. So anyway, I'm sure this is very popular with younger girls that build these. It's very popular with me as well, but it's just cool. There's the pork chops. Just in case you saw it, yes, I have a huge spot of poison ivy on my wrist. Of all the poison ivy I've had this summer, this is the least irritating. At the end of the season, you know, the oil is not as new and it's not as potent, and I don't know. I mean, it's bothering me some, but it's not bothering me as bad as earlier in the year.